Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to Tag Tuesday. I'm doing yet another tag, so go me. I don't often do tags anymore, but this is one of those nosy tags that asks about hobbies and non-bookish stuff, and most importantly, it's one of those tags where you don't really have to go grab books to talk about for the prompts, and that I prefer those kinds of tags. But this is the Your Answer Can't Be Books tag. And this was created by BookBuds. I'll leave a link to their video, and I was tagged by Aaron Facer, so I'll leave a link to his video. So I will jump into the questions. The first one is, what is something that you own way too many of other than books? The answer I'm inclined to give here is music CDs, and that's not because I really have any kind of a gigantic collection of music CDs by most people's standards, especially people who are really into music, but that's mostly because really all the music that I own on CD I should probably own on vinyl instead, because I prefer listening to vinyl. There's kind of a romantic interest to listening to stuff on vinyl, and I own a record player. And so really what I need to do with my CD collection is make sure that I listen to everything, because there's actually a fair amount that I own on CD that I haven't listened to, because when I'm at thrift stores and I just see something on CD that I think looks cool, a classical piece I've never listened to, or maybe have listened to once in the past and want to re-listen to, I will just grab it. So I have a fair amount on CD that I haven't listened to, and that's another reason that you could say I own too much, because arguably the only stuff I should own on CD is stuff that I really, really love. But really what I need to do is listen to everything that I haven't listened to yet on CD, and then buy up versions of everything that I do want to keep that I have on CD right now on vinyl, and then get rid of all the CDs and just have a big, collection of vinyl. But yeah, so music CDs. Number 2, what is something that you do for fun that's not reading a book? Well, this is probably implicit in my previous answer. I listen to music, and then if I haven't talked about this enough on my channel, I also watch movies quite a bit. So those would be the 2 big ones. Number 3, what is something special or important on your nightstand that's not a book? I don't really have a nightstand next to my bed per se, but I thought that I would talk about something that's on the table right next to my couch, the couch I'm sitting on right here, because that's the closest thing that I really have to a nightstand. And that is this little thing, and this is a cool looking kind of orb that has a flat bottom, so you can leave it on a table nicely, and it's a paperweight. And this is kind of special because it was actually made in part from a part of the ashes of my maternal grandpa, and that may seem morbid or weird to some people. I have had some people pick this up because they think it looks beautiful, and then I tell them that it's made from the ashes of my grandfather, and they suddenly put it down, and I don't blame them. But yeah, so that's something that's pretty special, that's on my quote-unquote nightstand. And number 4, what's something that you buy at a bookstore other than books? The only thing I could think of was CDs, actually. Yeah, because I really don't buy anything other than books at bookstores. I don't even buy notebooks or moleskins or pens or anything like that. If there's a soda machine or one of those coolers with sodas, I might buy a soda. But in terms of real, objects, lasting objects, the only thing I've ever bought at a bookstore other than books are some CDs, and I don't really do that very often. So that would be my answer. Number 5, what's a fun gift that you've received that wasn't a book or a gift card for books? I once received this print of Study in Scarlet by Henri Matisse, which is one of my favorite paintings, and it usually hangs proudly on my wall, but I took it down just to show it to you all. So that is a cool gift that I've received that wasn't a book or a book gift card, and I've received some other paintings in my time, but I thought that I would show off that one because I do love it. But number 6 is, what's a YouTube channel that you watch that's not related to books? And I'm just realizing now that music keeps coming into this video. It's almost as though I'm a music nut, but so the channel that I'm going to talk about is one that I've just recently really started to get into. I've been subscribed to them for a while, but I only just recently started to binge watch their videos, and it's a channel called Listening In, and they make a lot of videos about soundtrack music and to a lesser degree about classical music. I really started to get into their videos after I watched a video they made about the history of Over the Rainbow in The Wizard of Oz, and how that song was almost not included in the movie. Like, can you imagine The Wizard of Oz without Over the Rainbow? Like, one of the most iconic songs ever made. But then I started to binge watch the videos that the channel made about the Lord of the Rings soundtrack, because I'm currently rereading the Lord of the Rings as a part of the read-along hosted by Ryan from over at Seeking Stories. And so I've been binge listening to the soundtracks, and I found these videos and I've been watching them over and over, and I also want to rewatch the films as well. So yeah, they make a lot of great videos about soundtrack music. They've done videos about plenty of other soundtracks. They also occasionally talk about pop music. They've done a video about Radiohead that I haven't watched yet. The video that I found them through was actually a video about Bach's Prelude in C major, like one of the most famous pieces of piano music you ever. Like, you would probably recognize it if you heard it. If you don't know what I'm talking about it by name, yeah. So it's a great channel, great music channel. So I highly recommend them. I'll leave a link to them in the description. But the last question is just to tag 5 people, and I feel like most people who I would tag have already been tagged. So if you're watching and you want to do the tag, just consider yourself tagged and go ahead and do it. But anyway, yeah, fun little tag. I hope you enjoyed. Give me your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.